And now I would like to welcome Marc Nezet, Chief Division Officer of the Division Operate and Manage, as well as Chief Strategy Officer at Nemetschek. He will talk about artificial intelligence and sustainability and why we should embrace them. Salut Marc, welcome in our studio.
Thank you. Pleased to meet you.
Marc, you joined Nemetschek in September 2023. So how did you experience the first 6 months?
Oh, it's like to go in a washing machine and with a tumble, no actually softener, immediately into the rush, into the activities, and we will share today some amazing and exciting topics.
We are already curious about. It's your stage.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Marc Nezet. I am the Chief Strategy Officer at Nemetschek Group and as well the Chief Division Officer for the Operate and Manage division. Very pleased to be here with you, very pleased to attend actually this event organized by ALLPLAN. We're going to talk today about two subjects that you would think are opposed, and we will unite them: AI and sustainability. Embracing AI and sustainability together. For that journey, we will have 4 stages. The first one, we will see that we do not oppose them. We will see at the opposite, how AI will support a strong sustainability impact. The second element is that actually we will see how we can achieve that together. ALLPLAN, users of ALLPLAN that you all are, but also your customers, how they will benefit from embracing AI and sustainability together. As a third element, we'll move into concrete items. We'll be sharing 11 levers we identified that could be served through the usage of software to support a low-carbon design, construction, and operation of the built world. And last but not least, if you are still intimidated by the technology, we will discuss 3 simple steps that you can do to embrace AI technologies. Let's start. We are all sharing the same planet. You in your job and you in your private life have exactly the same concern: how to mitigate global warming, how to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. When we design buildings, when we build or when we operate those facilities, we carry a collective responsibility, not only for us, but for the coming generation. There will be no mitigation of the global warming without us taking actions. And this is how we can together agree that actually AI and sustainability are not opposed. A true sense of purpose is what we want to achieve, and we definitely collectively want to design, construct, operate a built world that's going to be livable, sustainable, durable. We owe it for the next generation, we owe it as well for us already today. And how to do it? We could do it with the technologies of yesterday or the technologies of today. But let's do it as well leveraging AI. AI can help us to address climate mitigation impact by having better access to information, faster access to information, getting assisted and helped to take the right decision. You remain in charge of your project, but you are assisted and helped to get a better outcome in terms of our environmental impact. And we do not isolate, let's say, pre-design or conceptual design phase from a design, from a pre-construction, construction, or operation, or maintenance, or dismantling of buildings and infrastructure. Every stage of the building life cycle could be enhanced thanks to AI. From the design phase, as we said earlier, easiness, to specify with better access to knowledge on national code standards and so on and so forth. During the design stage, to get less mineral, more vegetal. The greening, urban greening, is a key element, especially for urban life, to mitigate global warming. Under construction phase, we manage time, we manage cost. Can't we manage embodied carbon in the same way? Last but not least, when we operate facilities, we want to make sure that we learn, we benchmark the different buildings and facilities. We change technologies, we renovate, we improve in order to make sure that the operational efficiency of the built world is improved. Last but not least, do we want to rebuild or do we want to renovate? When we renovate, when we remodel, can we use existing elements from the built environment? All those elements we talked about across the life cycle are crucial to mitigate CO2 emission. And guess what? Is there a single company, is there a single person that can solve the problem entirely? No. The problem is systemic, the solution is systemic. And we are lucky. It's up to us, the entire ecosystem, community of ALLPLAN, or the entire ecosystem, community of Nemetschek Group, and the entire spectrum of architects, engineers, builders, contractors, facility managers, service companies, to make sure that we will make a world that is livable, durable, sustainable. Now, let's go a little bit more concrete into details. At Nemetschek, we decided to identify 11 levers our software will be working on. Let's start first with design, and you can see all of them in the background. We need first, during the design phase, to have reduction scenarios on the CO2 embedded into a given project. We want to think a new lifestyle. What is a low-carbon lifestyle? You are probably familiar that you live in a certain place, you study or learn in a different place, and guess what? You're going to shop in a different place, you're going to work in a different place, and all of that is extremely inefficient. Too many distance between where we live, where we work, results in high carbon footprint. When you use an office from 8 o'clock, 6 in the evening, guess what? That facility will be sleeping, will be non-used facility for 14, 16 hours every day. What a low level of efficiency. We want the city planning, we want the lifestyle of people to be rethought in order to be able to serve low-carbon lifestyle. So the city planning, urban planning, lifestyle planning is what we expect from each of you. We want to rethink as well the building needs. Do we need absolutely new housing? Do we need new offices? Do we need new this or new that? I could tell you, through my life, I had the chance to live in Sweden a few years, and at a point of time, we repurposed old paper factories into data centers. When we repurpose the printed economy into a digital economy, the facility was the same. Very long buildings, highly powered, exactly what a data center needed. In the same way, when today the office market might be down, at the same time, as an example in Germany, we still miss every year 400,000 housing and residential objects. Can't we remodel what was designed as an office to become a residential facility? If I continue as well around the knowledge and skills, each of you, as an architect, as a consulting firm, as an engineer, or as a construction company, you are all facing the same challenge: how to keep your employees, your colleagues, yourself knowledgeable. Knowledgeable about the latest material or innovation from manufacturers. Keep yourself informed under the necessary knowledge of national codes, standard changes. If some of you have to choose between different energy sources, renewable energy sources, how do you bring to your customers the right choice, given the legislation on the utility tariff and so on and so forth? It is so many information that you need to gather. AI will be here to help you to get the right information for the right project that you are working with. Last but not least, and you are already very familiar with it, we talk here about the life cycle impact or carbon calculation. All of you are already very familiar probably with those tools, and we can get much faster, much more accurate result thanks to AI. Let's move now to construction. In construction, we want actually to reduce the material consumptions. To reduce the material consumptions means that you just isolate the design from the constructability. You design to build. You design to build with a continuum of information in terms of carbon embedded into material, to minimize also quality issues on the constructability of the project, and therefore decrease the necessity of rework or the risk of mistakes done on site. We want as well AI to support material library that will be low carbon materials, either because they come from natural type of material, especially insulation material in the past years have been making a lot of progress coming from organic materials. Then let's move to the life cycle of the building. We need to monitor the true consumptions. We need to anticipate abnormal consumptions, technical or technology issues that would create a pattern of increasing energy footprint of a given building, therefore increasing as well its CO2 footprint. And we have two transverse domains that are increasingly important as well. The first one is on the biodiversity. We talked earlier on the necessity of doing greening, especially urban greening, to mitigate the warm summer and the heat wave in city centers. We want as well to anticipate the preservation of biodiversity thanks to landscape software design. Second is actually how do we adapt to climate change. Germany, US, France, Asia, all places in the world are subject to hazardous climate events. You call it wildfires, you call it a flood, you call it hurricane. Today, software simulation capabilities could improve mitigation of the risk exposure towards those type of climate events. Those are the 11 levers that as a Nemetschek group, we commit to address through the usage of our software. You are probably thinking, okay, fine, but how could myself engage into AI without taking risk? Without taking risk for the own information and intellectual property of your business as an architect, of your business as a consultant, of your business as an engineer. And we have here three very modest advice to tell you. First, adopt what we call basic AI. The basic AI will give you access to very simple information. It will make your job easier, some very simple tasks faster. And we talk here about, as we said earlier, to access heterogeneous information on codes, standards, tariff, whatever you need to specify, you could specify faster with a better access to a broad knowledge thanks to AI. Second, we talk about analytical AI. We increase here a little bit the level of complexity, and we want to better leverage data analytics. And we talk here about tools that could naturally ingest different data sets from different inputs and give you advices to better design. Let's take a concrete example. You want to have climate information and data on the dominant wind or rain corridors or frost corridors when you are in agricultural business, as an example. You want to combine it with precise geolocalization and get a result out of it, so you get a better positioning or angle of your building in order to make sure that the facade management and the indoor climate that you plan will be optimized together with your insulation material and the outdoor climate effect. Through AI, we can make that possible. Last but not least, the last step of AI, probably the one that is requiring the highest level of complexity for us as a software developer to embrace, but we need to have that complexity translated into simplicity to you. It's, for example, simulation and advanced visualization to help you bring a virtual world into an immersive experience for your own customer. We talk here about material aging simulation and visualization of a facade aging as an example. We talk here as well, for a lot of you who are specialized in structural design, we dream about bringing to you simulation capabilities on the multi-physics of materials. When you have on one hand the envelope of the building, and the other hand, the multi-physics or the dynamic simulation on the thermal design, the energy analysis, and so on and so forth. Without you wasting time, hours, or to have to key in different parameters, we owe you to deliver in the future simulation capabilities embedded in our tools. I will then simply conclude that we can collectively carry a strong sense of purpose for your customers, a strong sense of purpose for your future employees that wants to join you. We want to serve a low-carbon design, construction, and operation of the built world. And we do not oppose the access to new technologies, to AI, to the purpose that we want to serve. At the opposite, we want to make usage, the best usage of AI to support a strong sense of purpose. This is what we call at Nemetschek embracing AI and sustainability. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Marc, for bringing these buzzwords up to life for us. So artificial intelligence and sustainability, from your perspective, are these the most important drivers for the future of the AEC industry, or do you already see other buzzwords on the horizon?
I would say that actually on a sense of purpose for what we do, the sense of purpose also of any infrastructure, building, and so on and so forth, the way we live together, we work together, definitely sustainability is the true north. It will help, I think, all of you to differentiate as well your business, to differentiate your attractivity towards the next generation, new employees, and so on and so forth. AI is probably the deepest technology revolution that is given to us to serve that purpose. So let's not mix. One is a strong sense of purpose, the other one is an enabler to make it better.
So I say thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you in our studio today.
Likewise.
Thank you, Marc.
Thank you.